Hi, it's Lee from coloringqueen.net, and today I want to show you my new Japanese colouring book. It's called The Mysterious Planets, and it's got this beautiful cover on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, when I read that it was Mysterious Planets, I thought that it was actually planets as in the solar system. I should have gathered from the cover that that wasn't the case, but I didn't. Anyway, it's not. We've got a lovely glossy cover, and inside we've got these planets printed onto craft type card. Now, they're not the planets that we think of, like Neptune and Mars, etc. These are planets that I like. The planet of flowers, the planet of forests, the planet of sea. One of my favourites, the planet of sweets. So this is a completely different type of planet colouring book. On the front page, we've got this lovely title page. It's really gorgeous and very, very fine and very detailed. You would need the fine liners to colour that. Now, set out as a lot of these books are in storybook style, and it does tell a story. Now, obviously I can't read the text because it's in Japanese, but what I gather from research online is that the story relates to a young girl that wants to go on a journey around the world and visit planets, and so she turns herself into a beautiful bird in order to do that. So we've got the beautiful bird setting off on the journey, and then the first planet that she comes to is the planet of forest. Now, this is printed on a medium quality white paper, and as you can see, it is very fine lined in some aspects and a lot of little smaller textured pieces in a fine line. Now, we've got lovely double page scenes here, and the book lays down quite nicely. So I'll just zoom in there so that you can see some of this detail. Some gorgeous little animals that we've seen in the planet of forest. And it's very delicate, the drawing on this. It's very dainty. And rather than sort of a black, it's more like a dark grey ink. Now, some of these double page scenes are very detailed. They've got things everywhere. And here's our beautiful bird, and she's heading off in the direction away from the forest. And now our beautiful bird ends up at the planet of sea. And so we have lots of marine type imagery here. Now, this is going to be a little bit tricky to colour in between there because the image does run into the spine, but it does lay down quite nicely, so you should be able to reach in there, but some pictures may cause more of a challenge than others. Now, this is the planet of snow, which reminds me so much of Christmas. We've got reindeer and snowmen, whatnot. Obviously not Christmas in Australia, but Christmas in Europe. We've got this beautiful sleigh filled with gifts. And lovely, gorgeous little wintertime animals. Beautiful Christmas lights, and of course snowflakes. And now we head over to the planet of flowers. and my favourite planet, the planet of sweets. And so we've got lots of yummy things, ice cream cones and lollipops and cupcakes. The clouds look like sweets. And this lovely giant cupcake and gingerbread house with a bunny rabbit behind it or beside it. It's just divine. And I presume that these are cookies. You know how people often have the cookie cutters? I presume that that's what these are. And then we have the Planet of Magic. We've got the lovely curtain here. And it's all very interesting and intriguing. You've got little animals coming out of the actual castle. And these lovely animals coming out of the portrait. And we've got circus type scene. And then we have this gorgeous double page scene of a feast. And then we have girls' room. Now what I presume that this means from the story is that the beautiful bird is now going to fly home and become the young girl again, having visited all the planets. And so there's a sort of picture of the bird losing her feathers perhaps. Now I've seen this in another Japanese colouring book, Four Seasons, and you might have seen my review of that, but this is one of those fine little type rice paper type pieces of paper. It's very fine and delicate. It's not the same paper as used elsewhere in the book, and it has printing on it of jewels and a little crown that you can colour in and sort of sit on top of the young girl and transform her if you like. And you can use that on other imagery like the bird. You can take it out and put it in over there. And that's what it was used in the Four Seasons colouring book. So I imagine it's the same with this one. And then we have a picture of the girls' room over here. And we finish up with that front cover image, which is very fine and very detailed. I'll just bring that over a little bit more so that you can actually see that this is very fine. Fine details. You'll need your fine liners for that one. Now at the end of the book, we've got this lovely illustration which seems to be a collection of imagery, perhaps summing up the artist's design career. I'm really not sure what it is. They're not taken from the book, but they sort of are inspired by the book, like there's a young girl and there's marine life. So I'm really not sure what that image relates to. At the end of the book, printed on a different colour paper, is also some alphabet letters. So all of the letters from the alphabet are here, and they've all been drawn in this lovely style of little animals forming each letter. Aren't they gorgeous? So there's pages of those. So I'll just move them up so that you can see them in detail. And then at the back we have this lovely illustration on the fold-out flap of this gorgeous bunny rabbit, and the back cover of the book, which is similar to the front cover as well. Same sort of printing colours, etc. have been used. So there we have it, The Mysterious Planets by Kohno. The English edition of this book will be released in December of this year. Until next time, happy colouring.